buy into building a relationship with those people, you know what I mean? And but it's hard. See when you're doing it, when you're doing things and you're dealing with processes and stuff like that day to day, it's hard to lift yourself out of that process and take a wider look on it and go, right, how am I actually communicating? Because you don't think about it in terms like that every single day.
So how can you do that though to drive? So it's not that case of, you know, David Hume's taking you all out and giving you that energy. How can you create that for yourselves?
I think it's like, because when I do a brief, sometimes the way that briefs are dropped in, you do it from how you can, or like when you talk to you guys, you sit down and you put it all out. But I don't think about it think about it in terms of, right, okay, planning how I will deliver this, like the manner in which I'll deliver it. It's more about what I'm actually delivering. So actually sitting there and taking that time to plan, okay, how am I actually going to plan this? Because sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes you do get a chance to plan, but sometimes you get 10 minutes before a brief and you're like, right, I'm quickly going to scribble this out, and it's just a case of
how you can fit.
This is cool because this afternoon we are going to get some practice on that how, and the next session as well around inspiring communication we'll look at more again at that how we communicate that message in terms of our body language as well as like verbal techniques, not just the content of the message and the structure of the message. But I think we're going to see some interesting things come out of the next 2 modules really around delivering those messages, because it's down to us to inspire our people. Well, it's us to inspire our people, and they need to, you know, take that ownership on themselves as well. But they need to feel that energy and excitement again. And sometimes it's, you know, when we've had pain from a change, it becomes boring and we don't want to have to deal with it. But it just get me excited about that change that we've had, because EE was an awesome thing to pull in, and we want to recreate that energy with ourselves and with our people, so that we're really hearing it on the phones, and people will then say, I work for EE.
I think the consistency around the message, because like you say, if it starts from the top and then it goes down and down and down, the message kind of fades. And I know that we've been talking about it in small business about getting like iPads and stuff into our buzzers, rather than, because we are a communications company, we're standing reading from bits of paper a message that Olaf has said. Why not just have them on the screen and play it so that they're getting the same effect as what David got and Geraldine got and what we got, instead of it just like getting dwindled down, do you know what I mean?
That's it, and I've spoken to Alistair and Jerry about doing things like that, because that is a great way to get people, you know, that visibility of the connections to senior leadership team in that way. And I think this as well, you know, you guys like can deliver, you know, watch a video with Olaf in it and think about, how can I do that? You know, how can I get, he's just a man, like, you know, how can I be that excited and passionate about something? Because if I'm that excited and passionate about something, then my team will get that as well, and that'll come across. So it's reflecting on how can you really, you know, bottle that and put that out into your team as well. I want to so thinking as well about language. So is everyone familiar with above the line language? Because as well. So the language that you use can have a huge impact, and I think when we did Now to Lab especially, we spent a lot of time thinking about the words that we're picking to deliver our messages in, and it can really give, if you can use that above the line language more and strategically in the communications that you're delivering, the perception when you hear someone using that language is that they've got much more control over the message that they're delivering. It's very interesting. You can give someone pretty much the same structure and have them do it in a below the line way, and then have somebody else do it in an above the line way. And it will sound like the person who said it above the line owns it much more. Okay? Now there's the extremity which I think people were kind of ended up getting a bit into, especially on the phones, is that everything was above the line, that became a bit insipid. But if you can genuinely use an above the line language in, you know, a strategic manner in what you're delivering, then you will see a difference in how that is picked up and communicated again by your people. Using below the line language generates that kind of them and us. Yeah, so it's all, we have to do this, I have to, I need to tell you, you've got to. You're instantly creating a barrier. Whereas, even if it's a challenging message, I'd love it if we could all work together on this. We're going to find some pain points here. There's certain things we don't know, but how incredible would it be if we can work together on pulling this change through, on bringing this in and really driving that change within the business or within the directorate, being a role model team. If you can inspire using that sort of language rather than, this change is coming, we've got to do it, we've got to learn this, you've got to do this, I don't know what this means, and this is definitely going to happen to us, it's going to be the most painful thing ever. It's going to have, you're going to lose any inspiration, any will to live from your people will have just been drained out of them. So just think about your language that you're using and when you're kind of planning through. And as I said, it's not about loving everything. If that's not in your, you don't need to sound like a hippie. But it's about being strategic in the words that you're using and really thinking through what it is that you're going to say and how it is you're going to say it. Now, I want to tell you a story. So